Do you think social media ruined relationships?
Kinda, yeah.
Like the way relationships work, the way people both put in work in a relationship, the way they both, function and how rules should be set and whatnot. Do you blame social media for like, you see all these couples like setting certain rules, like my boyfriend can only talk to me and he can only talk to girls when I'm around. If a girl looks at him, then I'm gonna fuck her up, or same vice versa. If a guy looks at my girl, I'm gonna fuck him up. Like, or do you blame social media for that, or has it always been that way?
I feel like some of it's been that way, but I feel like social media put too high of standards for some guys
Just guys,
and
like,
girls. Like, you see all these posts where it's like relationship goals, and it's only something you could do if you're like had a certain attribute. Like, if a girl's like, if she religiously believes about something on social media or some shit like that, like, I don't think I could fall for her because it's like there's just too much fucking shit, and it's like, oh, fucking, there's so much pressure to fucking do amazing shit
I feel
and
like
stuff like that.
I feel like social media set way too many high standards for relationships.
Yeah, it did. Fucking, when I went on dates with a couple girls, I fucking, I honestly didn't know what the fuck to take, where to take them, because it's like, oh well, if I take them here, that's not fucking acceptable apparently to fucking some people. I definitely think they fucking set too much of a high standard.
They're spending like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their girls, or like same vice versa for the guys, but it's like people think it's like an everyday thing. Like girls think like, oh, I want my man to spend this much money on me, and eventually they will, but they expect it like the first month. Like,
Yeah, it's
and
like,
they
I'm
make it
poor,
seem
bitch.
they
Calm down.
they make it seem like if um if
Fuck it. Girl. Hell,
You stupid.
like they expect all these guys that are like 18, 19, 20, 21, like people our age, to already have like 3 cars, a brand new house, their life set. Like, no, like it kind of seems like nowadays no one's really willing to build with someone anymore. No one's really willing
Yeah.
to like go through rough times and work together to get that far in life, to get those 3 or 4 or 5 cars and a family and a house. Like, it's like if it doesn't come with, then they don't want it. And also, like, people give up way too easily. Like, people, like, you'll see a couple, like, especially in the younger generation, they'll have one argument and they'll break up. It's like, oh, why'd you like that girl's picture? I don't know why. Okay, well, we're done. It's like,
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. It's like, fucking, like this one girl, the girl that fucking just randomly ignored me. I think I told you about her.
yeah, I think,
Fucking, I told her like straight up, like, hey, my best friend's a girl. Don't let that fucking be an issue. Like most of my friends are girls. Just don't want you to get like fucking jealous or the wrong idea. And it's like the fact that I have to tell fucking her that, it's just stupid. Back on that fucking high standards for the date thing. Fucking, there are those posts where it's like, is this a date? And it's like something so fucking simple. But it's like,
the
the girl
reason,
fucking posting that will not fucking do that for a first date. That is a bullshit lie.
but also the thing is, when people say, is this a date? They're trying to, ooh, oh, fuck. They're trying to make sure, like, oh, is this still technically a date? Because nowadays, like you said, the high standards for dates, like, if you're not taking them to a fucking $500 steakhouse, like, they don't want it. I'm not saying every girl wants this or every guy or
Yeah, yeah, I
whatever,
know.
but like there is a majority is because they see this stuff on social media. They see these boyfriends and girlfriends, and the only time they ever record it or the only time they ever post it is when it's something nice or something great. And all these YouTubers and all these like vloggers and stuff, like they make it seem like their lives are so perfect. They make it seem like there's nothing wrong, that the relationship is fine, but that's just on camera. Like, nobody decides to sit
Yeah.
and like ask like, what about like behind the screens? Like maybe they fight a lot, or maybe they're just doing it for the money. Maybe they're just in it like to make things work. Like, I mean, I'm sure there are people that really do love each other, but it's just all this social media and shit, like, especially with relationships, they make it seem like if your relationship isn't like this, then it's not a relationship. It's like, no, like, a relationship is between two people, and however they work together is how they work together. Like, a relationship between one people could be like, oh, I love you so much, I love you, honey, this and that, and then another relationship to people could be like, I fucking hate you, like, you're a bitch, you're an asshole, like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
like, the internet shouldn't define how a relationship should be. Everybody's like bond is different. Just
Like,
social media definitely
this,
rose the standards for everything, and it just doesn't really make sense. It's like, how do people expect all these to get all this shit, like dates and presents, and like, how do they expect it to just come in a heartbeat? Like, no, you gotta work for it. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to build. You're not just supposed to have that shit made already.
nowadays it just seems like people just like ask people to be their girlfriend. It's like, I get that you were talking for a little while, but it's like, I don't think that's how it should work.
No, it's not even that, dude. Well, that too, but the younger generation, like, they tell each other they love each other in like 3 days.
Oh yeah, I fucking find that bizarre.
Like, they talk on Instagram, they start talking, and then like 3 days later they're over here saying they love each other, they're in love. It's like, that's not love. Like, you want it to be love. Maybe you like them a lot, but and they say they love them, but then a month or two in, once they see like their true selves, then all of a sudden, oh, I don't love them. Oh, I don't want to be with them. It's like, no, then you never loved them.
Younger generation definitely doesn't know what fucking love is. It's like, I would at least wait a couple fucking months before I say love you.
No, dude, it's like, I even see like on social media, I even see like 14, 15-year-olds like fucking posting each other like in like their boyfriend or girlfriend, like, oh, so in love with them, they're my everything. And then like a week later they're like posting another person saying the same shit, oh, I love them, they're my everything. Like, it's because
Yeah. Fucking social media definitely fucking ruins standards for people.
not even just relationships though, it's like everything. It definitely ruined a lot. Also, like, not even with just chicks, like with dudes, like social media in relationships, like if your girl doesn't have a fat ass and big tits and a pretty face and like doesn't do all this like momming shit for you, then she's not the one. Like, that's not exactly how shit works. The fact that social media is basically like, oh, well, if she's not like this or he's not like this, then they're not for you. It's like, no, like, everyone's different. Love is basically just a word now. Like, sometimes most of the time it really has no meaning.
Love?
The word love, like when you tell someone I love you, like a girl or
Oh,
a guy,
yeah.
like nowadays, at least in the younger generation or like people someone around our age, it's just a word. Like, it has no meaning most of the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.